With a cloud-native distributed architecture, GeminiDB Redis API is compatible with open-source Redis 7.0, 6.2, 5.0, and earlier versions, so it provides more enterprise-grade features. Users can smoothly migrate their applications to GeminiDB Redis instances. GeminiDB Redis API can connect to Data Admin Service (DAS), which is a database management platform. Users can execute commands, view monitoring information, change specifications, and perform other O&M operations. This video shows you how to buy and log in to a GeminiDB Redis instance. Step 1. Buy a GeminiDB Redis instance. Step 2. Log in to the GeminiDB Redis instance. Step 3. Check the login result. Log into the Huawei Cloud Console and choose Databases is greater than GeminiDB Redis API. On the displayed page, click Buy DB Instance. If you select yearly or monthly for billing mode, you need to specify a subscription length. The system will then bill you based on the service price. If you select pay-per-use, you do not need to specify a duration because the system bills you based on how long you have actually used it. In this example, pay-per-use is selected. You can select cluster or primary or standby for DB instance type. With a sharded cluster architecture, a cluster instance can be connected through proxies and is compatible with a single Redis node, Redis Sentinel, and Redis cluster. The cluster instance has strong horizontal scaling capabilities and can handle millions of QPS and dozens of TB of data. A primary or standby instance is compatible with a single Redis node and Redis Sentinel. This type of instance is suitable when hashtags cannot be used. Currently, GeminiDB Redis API is compatible with Redis 6.2 and earlier versions, such as 5.0, 4.0, and 2.8, and is partially compatible with Redis 7.0 and OBT. After you select a compatible version, GeminiDB Redis API 6.2 is provided, the latest general availability release. You can select Fast Configure or Standard Configure for instance creation method. If you select Standard Configure, you can set the number of nodes and instance storage capacity. In this example, Fast Configure is selected. 1 vCPU and 8 GB are selected for instance specifications. The system automatically allocates a VPC and subnet. The database port can be modified, ranging from 1024 to 65535. Ports 2180, 2887, 3887, 6377, and 6378 are disabled. For details, see section Buying an Instance in GeminiDB User Guide. You can select Configure or Skip for access control. In this example, Skip is selected. Enter the same value for both database password and confirm password. You can set the password now or after the database has been created. Keep your password secure. The system cannot retrieve it if it is lost. An enterprise project groups cloud resources, so you can manage resources and members by project. The default project is default. You can enable SSL to improve data security. You can select default Redis 5.0 for parameter template. Tags help you easily identify and manage your GeminiDB Redis instances. Up to 20 tags can be assigned to each instance by default. After all the preceding configurations are complete, click Next. Check whether the instance information is correct. To modify the information, click Previous. If you do not need to modify the information, select I have read and agree to the terms and conditions of the Service Level Agreement (SLA) and click Submit. It takes about 5 to 15 minutes to create an instance. After the instance is created, its status becomes available. On the Instance Management page, you can view the purchased GeminiDB Redis instance. By default, you have permissions required for remote login. It is secure and convenient to use DAS to connecting to instances. After the instance is purchased, click Login in the Operation column to connect to the instance through DAS. You only need to enter the password the first time you log in to a GeminiDB Redis instance or after you reset the password. This password is the database password set when you purchased the instance. Select a database that a command needs to be executed for, enter the command, and click Execute. You can view executed commands, messages, or result sets. You can also click Clear to clear commands in the text box. You can click My Commands to view common commands and filter commands based on their applicable scopes.